Hey everyone, it's Southern Belle Canto. Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I'd do a chit-chatty get ready with me. I just have a few little errands to run, but I thought I'd do like a short sort of like makeup tutorial of like an everyday look I sort of do either for work or just something quick but fun that I like to do. So let's get started. I've already done my base, so I did my concealer and color correctors, and for those I use, this is grungy but I love this. This is a stasher bag and this is the snack size. So for my under eye I use the e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer. It's a matte finish. It's really grungy, sorry. And I love this for my under eye, and I actually put it on my eyelids. So I think I watched on a Jackie Aina video that using a matte like full coverage concealer can work as an eyeshadow primer, and so far that's really worked. I have some really pretty shimmery shades and they haven't creased since I've done this trick that I followed from Jackie Aina. So this is my under eye concealer and it's in the shade Fair Rose. And my color corrector, this is actually a Korean brand I found on Amazon, and I'm probably going to buy it again because it really works. And I think the brand is Hanskin or Hanskin, and it's the Blemish Cover Concealer, and this is the shade Rosy. And as you can see, everything is written in Korean, I believe, and it says made in Korea. So I think it's like between $8 to $12 on Amazon, and you only need a really small amount, like teeny tiny, like a teardrop would be way too much. So I mean pinpoint, very small amount, really full coverage. This is wonderful for fair skin. As someone that needs to color correct, usually the lightest shade is like a peach, which is too deep for my skin tone. This is a really pretty soft pink. It's about the color of my shirt, and it really works well as a color corrector and concealer. And then over top of my color corrector, I use another e.l.f. Where is it? Another e.l.f. concealer, and this is the hydrating one. And I actually bought a different shade, and I bought it in the matte when I finished this one up. So I'm going to switch to the matte. But this is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, satin finish. And I use this color, and it's a little too deep for me for my color correcting areas. And that's the light peach, which surprisingly doesn't look that dark. But compared to the one that's probably more my shade, I mean, you can kind of see there's a difference. This one is just a little deep, but it works well over color corrector because you sort of need it a little darker because it's a little, the corrector's a little bit lighter. It's doing a little something under your skin. So I think it doesn't need to be a perfect match, maybe a slightly deeper shade or even slightly warmer. So yeah, those are my concealers. And then for my foundation, I have really loved this. This is the MAC Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation. I wear the shade NC15. My cousin joked that I wear the shade Whiteout because it is really fair, but it is wonderful. It's a neutral. MAC is a little funny in that the NC, you would think it would be, I think it stands for like neutral cool, but this is really the neutral / warm. So someone said if you're looking for MAC, think of the NC as not cool and the NW as not warm. So if you typically wear a cooler shade, I think you're supposed to look at NWs, and if you wear a neutral or warm shade, look at the NCs. And I think this is the either the third lightest shade or like the second. It's pretty fair. MAC has always done a wonderful job at being inclusive on shade ranges. They have powders that are lighter than me, and I'm pretty fair, that go to very deep, rich, beautiful skin tones, and I really celebrate that. And another thing I like about MAC is when you use up 6 products, they like you to recycle them. So when you empty out your pans, save them, and if you have like 6 items that are empty, you can bring them to the store to have them recycle them, and I think you get a free full-size lipstick. So that's pretty awesome in my opinion. I love to recycle and repurpose things where I can. So yeah. And with this, it is like a double-sided, so you get a wonderful mirror. Hello. In your powder, and then you can lift this up. And as a sponge, I don't use the sponge. I feel like with my skin type, it just sort of drags. So I use the a brush. This is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe. It's the JH03, and I believe it's called the Ride or Die foundation brush. Ulta sells this for I think either 15 or 16, and they always have sort of a coupon online for $3.50 off, and that always works. So I think I got this for like $12, and I love them. They're really soft, and I can buff it in. So when I do my powder foundations, I sort of stipple it in for my first layer. So I do my left side, my right side, then my forehead, I stipple, and then I do another layer. I go back in every couple, stipples and swirls to put on more product. I like sort of medium to full coverage. Well, I like medium coverage, if that makes sense. And so I do stipple, and then reload, and then swirl, buff. And then for my chin, my lip, and my nose, I stipple, and I don't blend because I like the most coverage in the middle of my face. So that's just sort of what I do. And my nose, I don't do a lot because one, I wear a mask when I'm out, and it always rubs off. And I feel like the more makeup you use, especially like on your nose, the worse your makeup looks having to take the mask on and off throughout the day. So I sort of like less is more. I try to make it look balanced, and then if it rubs off, it's not too noticeable. So yeah. So I'm gonna start finishing up my makeup and do like chit chatty get ready. So I'm gonna go in with some blush. This is one I just picked up from Amazon. It was on sale for $2.45 on Prime. So I was like, yeah, I'll give it a try. This is the Maybelline Fit Me, and it's the shade Nude. And someone did a review and said how much they liked it for fair skin. So I thought I'd try it. This is an, oh, yeah, this is my brush. Is this the brush I use? Hang on a second. I guess so. Is it? What's this one? Okay. Yeah, I have two Somewhere Else brushes, and one I use for like fallout from eyeshadows, and the other, this is a blush. What is this one called? It's the e.l.f. highlighting brush. I absolutely love it for blush. I have a mirror down here, so don't mind me. Yeah, so let's do some chit chatty. I've started a new show on HBO Max, and it is called Scenes from a Marriage, and it stars Jessica Chastain and Oscar Isaac. I couldn't think of his name. I think it's probably one of Jessica Chastain's best. I am not good with this hand. Probably one of her best performances, as well as Oscar Isaac. It's based on a, I'm actually going to look in the camera. I have my mirror down here, but I can see better in here. And like I said, I am so fair, this barely shows up that I'm putting anything on. But, sometimes that's what you want. But it's based, a remake of a 1970s movie by the Swedish director. I think his name is Ingmar Bergman, because I was thinking of it, Ingrid Bergman. And they actually did a movie together. But it's been really dramatic. I've watched the first 2 episodes out of like 2 or 4 in the whole miniseries. It's very dramatic, but I've liked it. I like this slow burn, cerebral type of shows, and I've really enjoyed it. I like Jessica Chastain a lot, and I like Oscar Isaac. They did a movie, pretty sure they did that movie, The Most Violent Year, together. And that was about mafia. I've really been into like the idea of like mafia stuff lately. I think because I kind of want to watch the Sopranos movie on HBO Max, the Mini Saints of Newark. And what's cool about that is it has James Gandolfini's son, Daniel, maybe that's his name. And he's playing the young Tony Soprano. I'm next going to go in with this shade here. This is the Dallas blush called, the Benefit blush called Dallas. Sorry, this is so grungy. And it's like a brownie rose. I use it like as a bronzer. It smells really good too. I don't know how to describe the smell. It smells like kind of like a Barbie. Like a Barbie or like a some sort of doll toy from the 90s or early 2000s. I'm sort of that bridge between millennial and Gen Z with my age. And like I didn't, you know, grow up like some people are, like, you know, when they're in middle school, they're like crazy and like doing all this stuff. I was legit still playing with my Barbie dolls till I was like in 10th grade. I'm not even gonna lie. I love Barbie. I have a Barbie calendar. I still bought some Barbies for myself. Not gonna lie. I don't play with them, like, you know, have them, but I wanted to buy when they released the curvy Barbies and just some of the new resculpts and stuff. I was like, yeah, I want some of those because I like inclusivity. I love Barbie, so I wanted those. Even if they were like a limited collection, I'd be really bummed. And as you can see, it just gives a little bit of color and depth. I'm so fair. I don't know. Sometimes I think my camera picks up my sunscreen because I wear Supergoop, the Supergoop Unseen sunscreen every day. Sometimes I think it picks that up and makes me lighter than I even am because I look human in real life, but I'm like a ghost on camera. Oh my goodness. So that was blush and stuff. So yeah, I've been watching Scenes from a Marriage and I've really liked that. Oh, and my reading update, I finished The Pool Boy. I'm going in with my eyelash curler. This really does work for helping your eyelashes. Actually, let me do my eyeliner first, actually. For my eyeliner, I'm going to use the Haus Labs from Amazon, or Haus Labs. I get on Amazon. And the shade Creep, which is a navy. Let me do a little swatch. It's really pretty, especially if you don't like black. An eye tight line. So yeah, I'm watching Scenes from a Marriage. Loving it. It's cerebral. It's dramatic. Oh yeah, and I finished The Pool Boy. I have my review going up on Wednesday. So that should already be up before this. I had my video go up live of this morning. It's Monday. And that video is on, sorry if this is gross. That video is on a mini book haul and a reading update of The Pool Boy. And I have finished The Pool Boy. And I really enjoyed it. And that review goes up Wednesday. And I started my next book, which is The Lady of Rooksgrave Manor. Why are people giving that book 5 stars? Like, for real? I don't know why. Ooh, I got my contact. Yeah, don't do this with contacts, y'all. It's not easy. And The Lady of Rooksgrave Manor, and that book. Why is it 5 stars? I have less than 100 pages. And like, why are people liking that book so much? Like, I don't find it that good. It kind of reminds me of a really wordy Henry James novel, and not in a good way. It is so dense. Like, the writing is so dense, and there's no character development at all. Like, at all. For my eyeshadow, I'm going in with the KKW, what's this called? Classic Blossom. And I got this on Ulta like a month ago, and it was on sale for regularly $44. I got it for $11. And I had a coupon, so it was like $7. It was insane. I'm not quite sure how she has these colors set up. I think this is the shade Japan, which is a really light, oh goodness, it's not white. It's coming off really weird on camera. It's like a ballet slipper pink. But on my skin tone, it actually is a color. Like for some people, it'd be like white out. On me, it's like, oh, that's like a nice subtle color. I just want this to sort of go over my concealer that I put over my eyes earlier. So yeah, Lady of Rooksgrave Manor. I'm not loving it. And there's a lot of people that do. I watched Peace Love Books, XO, Jess, and she gave it 5 stars, and I believe Lacey did as well. And I'm literally have less than 100 pages. On Saturday night I finished The Pool Boy, and I started reading Rooksgrave. I literally just read the first 6 pages. And yesterday I read to page 258, so I read 252 pages. This is still the shade Japan, by the way. I'm just building. I always overuse. And yeah, I'm not loving that book. It has less than 100 pages, so I doubt it'll get better. There was one scene I liked, but I'm going to talk about it more in my review. And I hope to have that review up probably this weekend at the latest. I'm traveling some. Well, I might be traveling some. So that was my lamp. So yeah, hopefully I can do some more videos before the end. I think I'm just gonna stick with this palette because I want to get my money's worth. That's how I always feel. Oh, and for my for this eyeshadow brush I used, it's just a Wet n Wild fluffy brush. I'm pretty sure I got this at Dollar Tree. It was literally like $1 to like 70 something cents. Alright, and I just want a simple look today. I thought about pulling a look. I did a really good look on Friday. The next shade I'm going in with is a shimmer shade. This one here. And it's a really light bronze. This one to me is a warm bronze, and this one to me is more of a neutral. I wouldn't call it cool. And this is the shade West. And this is the KKW palette, KKW Beauty. And this is the palette called Classic Blossom. That's pretty. I like this. I just wanted something sparkly, but like nothing really ostentatious. Whatever. Sometimes, ooh, Lord, my elbow just went in that palette. Sometimes you just want something a little sparkly, but like you don't want to pull a look. Like this is not a look at all. This is a, you know, I did my makeup because I wanted to sort of look. It's pretty. I don't know. Can you see it? Is it showing up? I'm so washed out. I need to fix that. I'm going in again with just a little bit more of the shade West. And I'm just bringing that up to the crease. I don't know if I want to do something above the crease. I have hooded eyes. Not hooded eyes, excuse me. I have deep set eyes. Let me get my mirror. Here we go. This is so hard. Beauty Gurus. This is not easy, y'all. I like this color. Ooh, that's really pretty. Is that Fallout? So this palette has insane amount of fallout. Like, I found this at Dollar Tree. It's another e.l.f. brush, the small tapered. Lovely. It's just fluffy. I think I had some fallout, which is surprising because I barely used anything. And I kind of want to use a little bit of something a little more metallic pink or sparkly pink. I don't have that much makeup, y'all, to be honest. And let me check. That's a dark. Yeah, there's a pink, but it's like a more of a like a rose or berry pink. And I want something more pink since I'm wearing a pinkish shirt. These I love. These are the Glamour Gel Pots Gel to Powder Eyeshadow from Believe Beauty, which is sold at Dollar General. There's, ooh, you know, ooh. These shades are so pretty. See, this is just like a beautiful pink. The shade is called Pink Quartz. You can, making sure I didn't drop it on my shirt. You can do this with your finger. I'm actually just going to go in with a brush, just because I have this brush that I've already used. I like the effect. Oh yeah, this really spiced it up. It adds a little bit more something. I can see it on the camera. Y'all are probably like, it's too light. I know, but I'm working on it. This is the shade Pink Quartz from Believe Beauty, sold at Dollar General. I have another shade in this that's like an orange. It's fabulous. So, yeah, my errands today are to get, I think, the oil changed in my car. And there's also a lovely shopping center right there that has a TJ Maxx and Five Below and an Ulta. So that's always fun to go do a little bit of shopping. Well, that all happens. So I've done my eyes. I'm pretty much happy with that. Just a little, you know, we're alive. We're not a corpse. We're awake. We have some shimmer. I'm going with my eyelash curler. You always hear beauty people, whether it be like professionals like Wayne Goss or like just makeup lovers in general, like beauty community, talk about eyelash curlers really changing the game. It's true. It is so true. I have nice eyelashes, but they're not straight. They're just like, they go like this. So like eyelashes usually like, I'm up and awake. Mine are naturally like this. When I put on mascara without the curler, it's like, But when I curl my lashes and put on the mascara, it's like, bloop. They're like happy jazz hands. And this I got from Amazon as well. It's the Brilliant Beauty. I bought it because it's duochrome, like mermaid. And I'm going in with my mascara. This is Covergirl Lash Splash Volume, and I wear the shade brown. I actually really like brown mascara. As someone that's fair, black can be a little harsh in my hair. Sorry, I have to open my mouth because I'm weird like that. My hair is like it's like a dark blonde, light brown. It looks darker now because it's soaking wet. I never dry my hair. Like, I always try to have my hair healthy. I donate my hair. And I donated my hair like 2 years ago. And I got an email this summer from the organization I donated my hair to. And they're like, if you donated your hair before, would you consider growing your hair out longer? Because children are wanting wigs that are long, like 20 inches. So I'm like, I guess I can grow it longer. It doesn't bother me. And like, my hair is sort of like my one beauty, like Joe from Little Women. And so I kind of feel like that's good. It's good vibes, good karma. To kind of like get rid of your one beauty to give to someone else. That's how I feel about it. Yeah, do you see how well this like worked for my eyelashes? Like that looks good in my opinion. Yeah, I like this mascara a lot. I heard about it from Amanda Z on her channel. She's sort of a minimalist makeup sort of person, I think, like natural, clean, fresh face, French girl vibes. So yeah, that's sort of her aesthetic, and I like just a clean face. Like just sort of, you know, I got plans to do. And here's still the Haus Labs eyeliner. Look, you can scrub it and it's still there. Once it sets down, it is there. So that's my eyes, my lips I need to do. I'm going in with the Makeup Forever, and this is the Artist Color Pencil. You can use this as eyeliner, lip liner, or as blush, which I wouldn't do that. And this is the shade Anywhere Caffeine, and it looks like a brown, and it kind of is a brown, but on my lips not so much. I sort of do this TikTok trend I saw. You do this, you kind of end up looking like Reba. And it helps to get the bell and all of your shape. Like when I swatch this shade, it looks brown, but on my lips, I don't see, it's not like I ate chocolate chip cookies. It's just, it's like like a skin tone. I like this shade and this shade. I think it's Wherever or Whenever Walnut. This position also helps with your upper lip to do this. I have a really pronounced Cupid's bow. I could do this for hours. End up like Angelina Jolie. Also like this. To help get that upper lip. Like, kind of like a Grinch. It works though, you know. Makeup, you know, should be fun. It should be for your face and what you like. You know, if we all had like a Barbie doll head and everyone had the same sort of look about them, then I'd say sure, follow that rule. You know, we all have the same thing, but we don't. We don't all have the same face shape or proportions. So I think I'm going to do a little bit of eyebrow. I don't like to do my eyebrows. I'm weird. I've honestly shaved off my eyebrows more than once because I love Cate Blanchett and I love Elizabeth, that movie. And yeah, I have shaved off my eyebrows before and I liked it. I won't do that again, I promise. One time I watched Will and Grace, and I guess Grace had had a bad breakup at one point, and Will was like, I want to make sure you still had eyebrows. And she's like, oh yeah, well, I don't deserve eyebrows. I was like about to shave her eyebrows. Like, I don't deserve eyebrows. Like, what is that? That was so funny. Like, I don't deserve eyebrows. Oh gosh, that was a funny show. I like a lot of TV, but I can't, like, once I find a good show, it's hard for me to like find a new one. Like, I binge watched what's that called? The X-Files. I watched all 11 seasons straight through. It took me like a month and a half. And let me tell you, that show was pretty good, but it did jump the shark. And I didn't know the whole thing was going to be aliens. I thought it would be a little bit more like American Horror Story with some other stuff. But no, mostly aliens. And I'm not really an alien person, so I didn't love that. For my brows, I don't think I said, this is also by e.l.f. And it's the Instant Lift Brow Pencil. And I'm in the shade Blonde. Here's a swatch of it. This is my lip liner, the Anywhere Caffeine. And this is the eyebrow pencil. Yeah. And the shade is Blonde, which works well for me. Like I said, my hair, it looks really brown, but it has a lot of blonde tendencies. And I used to get highlights before. Well, when I dyed my hair, I cut it really short, sort of by accident. I ended up basically with the haircut Shailene Woodley had in, what's that movie called? The one where she has, it's a Sicklet book. That's what they call them. Well, that's what I've read them as. And not Number the Stars. Something like that. I basically had her haircut. And it was okay. It grew out fast. To finish up, I'm going to go with some of my Maybelline Lifter in the shade Opal. Has hyaluronic acid. Love it. Absolutely love it. And this I also like, but I don't love. I'm going to use it all up because I'm cheap like that. And it's the NYX Filler Instinct. And this is in the shade Sparkling Please. It doesn't have cinnamon. It has like a menthol sort of thing that plumps your lips. Let me tell you, if you put this on without lipstick or lip liner or lip gloss, you just put this straight on, honey, you will feel the burn. But when it's mixed with other stuff, it's not that bad. I almost forgot, I'm going to go in with my highlighter. This is a liquid highlighter from Lisa Eldridge, the makeup artist, and she also has a wonderful YouTube channel. I learned so much from her channel. This is the Lisa Eldridge Seamless Skin Elevated Glow, and I wear the shade Crystal Nebula. I'm going to try to wipe some of this off of my hand because I always put it on my hand. Let me tell you, I had to scrub to get this eyeliner off. I give it a shake because it's liquid. I don't use a lot. Ooh, I made a gross sound. Oh, it's really liquidy today. It has a doe foot. I go so like that much. Oh, and I kind of like swirl it and warm it in my hand. And then I go like that. Put it right on my cheekbone. And then right on the other one. I'm gonna swirl it again just so I don't have a lot into my nose. I have a pretty nice nose. I like it. I just sort of do from like up here, halfway down, because my nose is kind of short. And if I bring this highlighter down, it kind of just makes my nose look kind of puggish or something, which I don't like. So, and I just take what's ever left. I put some above my eyebrows. I don't know. It works for me. Can you see any of that on here? Let me see. Just as a little something. Add a little bit to under my eyebrows. Oh, here's another thing I love. And this is the Laura Geller Baked Highlighter in French Vanilla. Wonderful shade for all of my ultra fair people, or anyone that likes something very fair. I'm just going to go in with a little bit in the inner corner. And then I think we're going to be done for the day. I can't believe I took 35 minutes to do my makeup, because I never do. But it's a lot longer when you're talking. And this is chit chatty. We talked about some shows, some books, some movies. Yeah, I hope to have this up this weekend. And yeah, I think this is as good as it's gonna get. Well, I'm gonna fix my hair. I'm obviously not gonna have this yucky hair. Do my signature little scoobity bop. Well, I enjoyed getting ready with y'all. I enjoyed talking about some books. I will finish up Lady of Rooksgrave Manor tonight. I have less than 100 pages. My new video went up today, which is just a mini book haul and sort of what I was thinking of the Pool Boy. Loved the Pool Boy. My review of the Pool Boy will be up on Wednesday, and I hope to have this up on Friday or Saturday. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comment section. Also, you can follow me on Instagram at Southern Belle Canto. And I hope to see you again for another video. Have a great day. Bye, everyone.